Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is about time for another round of battle rating changes, but this time it comes with a pretty big twist, an increase to the maximum BRs available, and a slight decompression to the somewhat mid-high tier. But we'll get more into that a little bit later in this video. But as always, before we go ahead and get started, a quick disclaimer. This is nothing more but the preliminary notes, which means a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today is entirely subject to change, and really, this can be done by you. That's right. If you don't like something you're going to hear in this video, if you agree or disagree, let them know. You have the ability to change the outcome of these upcoming BR changes. And you would be amazed how often they actually listen to us, even more so after the whole debacle that happened around late last year. And I believe I can say, yeah, they do listen to us now, which is pretty damn good. So without further ado, let's talk more about these upcoming BR changes. Also, everything you're going to be seeing right here is going to be linked down below in the description if you guys want to read more into it. I'm not going to go too far into detail with a bunch of the aircraft. I will talk about them, and I'm just not going to really go into detail about naval, as I'm just not the person for it, and this is most certainly not the channel for either of those. But here's the actual post to everything. Now I'm going to skip over the intro and just read this part right here. We've planned a number of changes to the current battle ratings for ground vehicles, aircraft, and naval vehicles. Among other changes, we're also increasing the maximum battle rating of ground vehicles to 12.0. That's right, and this list I'm about to show you, well, goes into good detail. So here it is. I was not kidding. Check this out. The 2A7, the HU, the BPLSS, everything from the T90s, the Abrams, the Black Knights, the Leopards, the VT4s, the Merkavas, Arietes, Challengers, everything is going up in battle rating respectively from 11.7 all the way up to 12.0. Now, if you have any vehicle at top tier at 11.7, assume it is now going to go up to 12.0. But here's a good catch. The Merkava and the Ariete are both getting a reload buff from 6 seconds ace crew to now 5 seconds. And to my own surprise, the Leopard 2PL, which is also going up to 11.7, has received or will be receiving DM53, which honestly, it kind of shocked me. I don't think it needed it, to be honest. DM43 is a very capable round. It's on par more or less with KEW, and it didn't really need this, but it is a welcome addition. And to add, also the Merkavas are all getting buffed from 6 second ace crew reload to now 5 seconds, which is very nice. Scrolling down just a little bit, here's another twist. The M1A1HC and the premium clickbait are now receiving the M829A2, which is the current top shell for USA, which means, and I'm only speculating here, I think we're going to be either getting a new Abrams or we're going to be getting a new Sabo type for the Abrams to kind of enhance its performance right now, because USA at top tier is not doing very well. They have an average of 37% in their win rate, and that number keeps going up and down. But as of late, it's going back down to the mid 30s, which means that we might see something in the future. I assume maybe a new Abrams, maybe a Set B3 with a new shell type, or maybe even, I'm going to say this loosely, a new premium Abrams, which would kind of be insane. Imagine that. Yeah, it would not be ideal. Scrolling down just a little bit more, we have, of course, everything from 11.0 going up to 11.3, and the Chaparral is going down from 10.3 to 10.0, which is very nice. The Strela stays the same, unfortunately. The T90A goes up to 11.0. The Puma and the KF41 are both going up to 11.0. I don't agree with that, in truth. I believe also the Israeli Namer is going up as well, that it is to 10.7. I do not agree with that. The pre-series going up to 10.7. Just pretty much everything. And I'm going to scroll down here. Oh, the LOSAT's going down, though, to 10.0. That's a new one for me. if I keep going, DM33 added to the Ruicat MTTD as well as the OF40 MTCA, but those are also going up. Anything at around 9.0, in fact, everything at 8.7, excuse me, and above are going up half in battle rating. So 8.7 to 9.0, 9.0 to 9.3, and so on and so forth. But here's something a lot of people seem to have missed, and that is a rebalance-ish to the Fox and the Florak Rad. The Fox's APDS shell parameters have been recalculated, which I don't really know what that means. Maybe he got a buff, maybe he got a nerf. We'll have to see when that drops. And the Florak Rad now has the VT1 as a default missile, which is good because the Roland missiles are laughably bad. And if you have that at now 12.0, 11.7, I would laugh in the face of, oh, it's a Roland missile. It's not going to do nothing. It's going to miss. I don't have to worry about it, right? Now I do, because they no longer have that. It is now a default missile being the VT1. Yeah, that's good. And at least they're refunding you everything. And I'm pleased to report that when it comes to aviation, everything is going down from the J11, SU-27, all down to 13.0. The nets at 12.7. All the F-16s are going down to 12.7, except for the top dogs, of course. The F-14 and the new Iranian F-14 are going up to 12.7. I don't know if that's justified or not. I haven't played up there, to be honest, in a very long time. So if you want your, if you want to give in your 2 cents, let me know down in the comment section, please. But this could be good. This could be bad. I have no idea. Let me know down in the comment section. A little bit more, we'll see the Q5L, Q5A going up, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And if we scroll down just a little bit more, every single high tier, top tier helicopter, except for one that I noticed wasn't there, is going up just half a BR. So 11.7 to 12.0, 10.0 to 10.3, 11.0 to 11.3, etc. But one helicopter I don't see is the Z10. I mean, I see the Z9, but not the Z10. The top Chinese helicopter. My God, I'm having a total brain fart, guys. I'm sorry. So that really remains to be seen whether or not it gets added. I'm sure it will. Also, I'm sad that the Rui Falk is going up to 11.7. I absolutely love that thing at 11.3, but I fully understand it. And I did say I was going to glance over this. Naval, yeah, I don't know if these are good or bad. So here it is if you want to see it. Pause the video, but that pretty much does it for these changes. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of my own thoughts on the matter, and I don't really understand why we're going up to 12.0. I can kind of guess that there might be some changes coming down the pipe very soon with the next major updates, because we have 2 more before the year ends. However, I think, and I'm just speculating here, I think we're going to be getting some 11.7 premiums, maybe some Leclerc prototype, maybe something for Sweden, because they don't have any top tier premiums yet, which I would rather we don't get any more, but let's be honest here, we know they're coming. And for the Americans at top tier, at least for the HC and the clickbait, to receive the M829A2, I believe we might see the M829A3, which in truth, at least from what I could tell, probably wouldn't help too much. I don't think it's gonna do any better. I think it might still be the exact same setup that we have right now. Just because you have a good shell doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make you a better player, which means nothing is going to change. I could be entirely wrong. All the good players who know what they're doing are likely going to flock over back to USA top tier and bring the win rates back up, which I would absolutely love to see. And to have a reload buff for the Aretes, Merkavas, oh yeah, dude, that was awesome. I'm excited for that. The Merkavas, they're not fun vehicles to play, and not because they're bad, but because they don't excel at anything. Their armor is not that good, their firepower is average, their mobility is on par with pretty much everything around the BR, and they don't do anything well, but neither do they do it poorly. More of a jack of all trades, but master of none situation. But really, that remains to be seen. Who knows, we might see some buffs. But really, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this. And if you want to go ahead and see this gameplay that you saw in the background live, which this was from my live stream, I do apologize. I need some filler footage. Feel free to hit up that link down below in the description. And remember, I do have a discount link if you buy anything in the War Thunder store. You know the whole spiel behind that. You save money, I get paid. What's not to love? But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and return back to building this office, getting it ready to look good for this weekend, and I will see you not only in the next video or even the streams, but most certainly in the new top tier environment that is 12.0. I'll see you next time.